Welcome back to Terrible at Fishing, everybody. Let's talk. I love Maddie and Tay. All right, so we got a lot. I haven't been fishing for a couple weeks, and I apologize for that. I've been working through this new lifestyle change of mine. I don't know. I'm very, very frustrated. So I think the odds of me selling my boat are against me because I did put it up for sale, which I think is a good price of $2,500 with all the fittings that I've done to it, which is worth like $3,500. But nobody's even asked about it, so it looks like we're keeping the boat. Trying to figure out how to raise money now. The option, and I've been looking at a lot of stuff, and I've contacted a lot of companies, but one particularly, that Meet One, they don't answer their phone. So I really like their trikes, but if they can't answer the phone, you can't trust their customer service. So what I did, because I want an electronic pedal assist form of transportation, is that I called a bunch of companies. Well, maybe not a bunch, but half a dozen. And I'll tell you, one answered the phone, one called me back. So, boy, this thing about electric assisted, transportation, bikes or trikes is, wow, it's just really, I've watched tons of videos, reviews, and there are certain companies that are really, really good, like Electric. Now they are the only company that's really said no to me, because they're the biggest name, biggest, best reputation, and they got plenty of sponsors, that they collaborate with, better than me. But they were very polite. So they were the only ones that actually said no. Another one gave me a discount. Not really big, but and that's kind of where I'm trying to, we've got a good channel here. I've got a good radio show. I'm on Roku. But it's all about fishing. But if I had a vehicle to get me to my fishing spots, it's always there, right? Sort of a what do you call it? Subcaption? A caption? Subpoint? Bullet point? I don't know what it's called. But anyway, it would always be there. And so I'm just trying to contact these companies, and these companies just don't exist on the phone or even in emails. Now, Pucky Puppy, now they actually called me back, and Pucky Puppy has really nice bikes, good reputation. I know it's weird, Pucky Puppy, but I'm weird. I mean, look, I'm called Terrible at Fishing. So they haven't said no yet. So he forwarded it to their marketing team, and they have a long-range trike that is really nice. And I need long range, which is the way it is, because I got rivers and lakes to visit. Just, it's the way it is. I will continue trying to contact some of these people, but I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I mean, if something was, you know that everything Cajun rods, they're available on the phone, and they'll make you another rod if yours breaks. I mean, it's just reputation and customer service is very, very, very important. If I asked you to consider a product, I'd want you taken care of. I mean, we got the Loomis Edge rod, and they don't take care of their customers. Sit back there on the wall, with a broken guide. It took me too long to get, and it didn't last. I have to replace the guide. So you need to have faith in what I promote. And, in the past, I kind of jumped on some bandwagons rather quickly, like Cast King. But they didn't take care of people. And they didn't take care of me. And they didn't like the truth. Whoever and whenever I get a new form of transportation, I might sell the truck. I don't know. I mean, who doesn't want to buy a stick? My kids don't know how to drive a stick. So I just start it up in the driveway every week. Whoever I choose, I will be, I've always been straight up with all of you. And if they give me one, of course that influences you whether you think so or not, but I will always be honest about it. Their customer service has got to be stellar. One, you got to be able to get a hold of them. They've got to respond to their emails. They got to respond to their phones. They got to pick up the phone, or if they don't, call you back. When Pucky Puppy actually called me back, I was shocked. I even thanked him. I was like, I can't believe you actually called me back. Because, to be honest, I didn't even leave a message at Pucky Puppy. I don't like leaving messages. They must have saw that they missed my call on their phone, and they called me back to wonder why I called. That is, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Most companies, I texted a couple companies, and look, 2 days ago. Now, mind you, that's probably a holiday and whatnot. And they didn't respond. And one of them is the Meet One. I put a link on my last video down. And, they make a really nice trike. But now would I buy them? No. And when I watched certain videos of, trusting companies, because so many have gone out of business, there's fly-by-night companies, for electronic bikes. One reviewer says, try calling them. Do they have a phone number? One company, I do like their bike. You have to call from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. So obviously they're in China. I kind of missed it this morning. I have no problem calling between 9 a.m. and 4 or 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. But it would be nice if they were, stateside. So I would, if you're looking for an electric bike, I don't know what to say just yet. I could tell you that there are certain brands that are really, really good. Aventon is another brand, not cheap, not real expensive. There's an American-made brand that you can customize everything on it, and they'll paint it and build it to order. Yeah, if you got another $6,000. I totally had fun on their customized. It's called the Electric Bike Company, and I totally had fun. They even make hardwood fenders and stuff. I mean, and they'll paint it any color you want, any color you want. It's so cool. Oh yeah, totally cool. I could do that. So I'm looking at certain brands still, but if I can't get a hold of them, I will not. I do not want to have them. And I guess more expensive brands can afford people to answer the phone, respond to emails, respond to texts. It seems like we live in a world of social media like this, but in Facebook, if you do a direct message to some of these companies, they respond. They respond there, and but still, most don't. So, what is the option? Buy it through Amazon and get stuck with their selection, and have a middleman take over for you. I don't know. But I need torque because I live on a hill. But I mean, it's Oregon. I got mountains with long range. So I'm looking at 20 to 30 amp hour battery, and probably more if I could get it. And I'm 300 pounds. There's some girth. Some girth to me. I want to lose weight, and I'm going to lose weight, but at the moment, I need something that'll take 300 pounds plus uphill, a steep hill. So, I bought a coffee that nobody else in my household likes, so I have to brew it early in the morning. This is from Fire Department Coffee, FDC. Mexican chocolate tequila. I know, how can you not like this? For my 5th anniversary, which was like, a generation ago and more, 33 years ago, we went on a cruise. And Kathy and I, we loved this Mexican chocolate coffee, It was delicious. She doesn't say it doesn't taste the same. She don't like it. This is exactly the same. When I took a sip of it, I was like, bam! I go, that's cruise material. Yeah. It's good stuff. Very chocolatey. Really chocolate. I mean, it's good stuff. Anyway, I can't buy it anymore because nobody else in the house likes it. I know it. So, that's FDC. They like to infuse their coffees with liquor. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a bourbon vanilla. Oh, I can't. That's the thing about a household that doesn't have alcohol. Nobody's used to the taste of it. Now, there's no alcohol in this. It's just infused with it. And then when they roast it, blah, blah, blah. There's no alcohol content. But I do miss alcohol because my blood disorder doesn't allow me to have alcohol. And so I've got, a new medicine I have to inject in me because my kidneys are failing. And so I should have videoed that one yesterday because I was such a mess. Because it's not it's not self-set up. I got to take it, put it in the little bottle, pull it out, and then the stupid, syringe thingy wouldn't suck it up. So I had to put that aside. And I spilled a little and put another one, and that one sucked it up. But then I had to hold it. I mean, it was... Next week I'm going to go to the pharmacy. Just show me how to do this, to where I don't feel like an idiot. But I should have filmed it yesterday because, to be honest, it was kind of comical. I finally got enough in there and put it in me, but very frustrating. I know. Brain's going, body's going. I need to get out there while I still can. I feel like, I'm not going to be able to get out there in a couple years if I'm still around. Kidney disease hurts. I don't know if you guys have ever had kidney stones, although I have some, but kidney disease hurts. It's like getting stabbed with a soldering iron right in the back, right here. And it'll wake you up. I mean, for no reason whatsoever. It just... It's not as bad as pulmonary embolisms. Pulmonary embolism is like a back spasm on your lung. And every breath you take in, you yeah. The worst pain I've ever had, but this is probably the second worst pain I've ever had. So it's at stage 4 now, so we're trying to keep it. Stage 5 is complete failure. And that's when, if it's long enough, a few days, then they do dialysis. But we're working on it. I think we can avoid it because it's failed before. We can avoid it again. It's been 10 years since my kidneys completely failed. But I am 10 years older. I just thought of that. It's not good. But I got to figure out this new transportation thing. There's nothing worse than being grounded, or even the thought of being grounded. Maybe that's why Mom did that to us when we were younger. Nowadays, kids have everything at home. They got the world on the computer. They can talk face to face with people. They can collaborate. They have my 24-year-old. Well, actually, all my kids. They have this this program where they can put all their friends on it, and they talk. You don't have to leave home to play games with a bunch of friends. I mean, but you can't fish. You can't enjoy the outdoors from home. I mean, watch videos. Big whoop. I mean, no offense. I appreciate you watching. But I want you to go out there and enjoy the outdoors. Free fishing weekend is next weekend. Not this weekend. 7th and 8th here in Oregon. And that's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. So I got to get out there. If you guys have any ideas, I mean, I've checked local, Facebook Marketplace. I'm contacting everybody to see if a trade for a sponsorship for a form of transportation is doable. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas, to be honest. I'm literally running out of ideas, and that's kind of making me a grumpy guy. I don't like being grumpy. I don't like feeling bad. I don't like feeling mad. I'm not a mad, bad, grumpy guy. You guys know that. I'm a happy, positive, optimistic. I mean, even when I don't catch anything, which is rare, I can still laugh because I've lived up to my name. Terrible at fishing. Gotta figure this out. So anyway, that's me ranting a little bit this morning. And, well, we'll definitely see you on the water sooner or later. But I gotta figure out this thing, How do you get from one place to another? I've tried walking, by the way, and I've broken both my legs twice each. We played outdoors when we were kids. Played sports. It hurts so much to walk a mile or two. That's why pedal assist. And I think with pedal assist, with the torque sensor, I can exercise, lose some weight, build the strength up in my legs. No damage to my hip. It's, it seems like a really good solution to get not only in shape, but to give me the option of mobility again. I live on a hill. Going downhill hurts. Going uphill, lots of breaks. I have pulmonary disease, so it's like I can't breathe. I'm sucking up, and I'm wheezing and coughing. And bleh. Yeah, I'm a mess. Yeah, I just need to figure this out. So, drop some, don't forget to hit like, but drop a comment down below on what you would do if indeed you were in my boat. I can't think of anything else. I can have friends drive me places, but sometimes you just feel in the mood to go fishing. And that's not fair to a friend. And I like to get up at the break of day. That's not fair to a friend. And some days I'm in better, shape. Some days I'm not. Some days I don't have a hard time walking or talking. And so obviously, if I planned something for that day, I wouldn't be in good shape to go out there. So I really literally try to take advantage of a good moment. Can't call friends for some, I have a lot of friends, and they might say, yeah, Mike, I'll do it. That's nice of them. It really is nice of them. But you know what I'm talking about. And they're just doing, regular errands, riding around town, riding over to the lake, riding around the lake, just soaking it up. We have so many bike trails here in Southern Oregon. We got tons of bike trails. And that's really neat. I've never taken one because I can't ride a bike. Not without e-assist. Actually, that never is not right. At Lake of the Woods, actually, I rented two e-bikes for Russell and I. And we rode on their bike trails. And Russell only hit 2 or 3 trees. I was like, right along, where's my son? And I go back, I go, what happened? He goes, I hit a tree. It's like, how do you hit a tree? It's so funny. Oh, well, I didn't hit any trees. I didn't fall down. So, yay for me. It was so weird the other day. I go out, I walk downtown and sit down, have a cup of coffee and tea, actually. And these gentlemen were at the next table. And they're talking fishing. And I'm thinking, I shouldn't interrupt them. And they're talking. I'm thinking, self-control. I don't know these guys. They don't know me. And then the one guy said he had an e-bike he wanted to sell. I said, oh, man. So at that point, I lost my self-control. I excused myself and introduced myself. Nice guy, sat down at their table. He does have an e-bike of a friend of his that he needs to sell. And because his friend had to stop driving, like me, but he had macular degeneration, and now it's just progressed to where he can't even ride a bike because he can't see. So he's got this bike. I don't even know what bike it is, but so he's going to send me some pictures of it. And I have a feeling, since he bought it at Zach's, which is our local bike shop, it's like a $4,000 bike, so it probably won't be an option for me. And then it's got to be able to take me uphill. And those are Treks. Treks are light, well-built bikes, but, I just will have to, see. See what the pictures are and, count the costs. Although the cost right now has got to be free. I can't sell anything. What is up with that? So anyway, I want to thank you guys. We are over 2,000. Let's get to 2,500. I have a feeling that none of these companies are going to want to have me as their collaborator, their sponsor, or whatever, because I only have 2,000. But I have the best 2,000 people there is, and to go bird watching and fishing with on trails, I think these e-bike companies are missing the boat. I think they're looking, right now they're just sort of getting people that want to, ride around town. Yeah, we need to get up in the mountains, go to some mountain lakes. You got a half a dozen mountain lakes that are accessible only by trail. I know, I've never fished them. Totally need to do that. Anyway, you guys take care, and we'll see you guys out and about.